Hello everybody and welcome to this video where we're now going to take a look at painting with alphas. So in the previous video we looked at how we can set up our basic brush strokes like this, so we can just have some basic strokes, either subtracting or adding information to our model. Now there may be a point in the future where you want to add either a custom pattern or you want to have your brush strokes to look slightly different. So for instance, if you are working on a character, you may have a particular way that you want the hair to look, and that may only be able to be achieved through alphas. So in order to access the alpha, you see over here where we have this icon here. If we move our mouse away, it says brushes, but when we hover over it says alpha. If we click on this, we're going to be presented with a bunch of alphas that we can choose from. We could, if we also want to, import our own alphas, and these are, if we're going to import our own alphas, have to be black and white images. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just select one of these alphas and let's paint on this. So let's increase the size of the brush a little bit and let's paint. So you can see that the brush actually looks different, and that is because we are painting with this actual shape. So if I just zoom in a little bit, you can see this shape actually being applied, and we are dragging this across the surface. Okay, so this works with either ZAdd or ZSub, so we can subtract this into the model if we want. But it doesn't really look as if there's much difference going on when we choose that. So let's go ahead and let's undo that. Now, if we, for instance, had a pattern and we imported one in, and we wanted a pattern to appear on the surface of something, then we can also do that too. So what we need to do is select a alpha. So let's just go with something that looks a little better for us to, or is a little better for us to work with here. So let's see, maybe something like this. So let's select this, and if we go ahead and left click and drag, then you can see we're only getting the same effect as we did before, where we're just dragging the alpha in, and then it's just being repeated over and over to create a brush stroke. Okay, so to change this, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and change the current stroke from dots to this this drag rect, sorry. So we click this, and now what happens is when we left click and drag, we are actually dragging the pattern into the actual geometry here. So it's not actually painting it as a stroke. And so we could, for instance, go ahead and do this for each side. And very quickly, what this allows us to do is just to build up detail. So you could see that this may come in useful when if you were dealing with maybe modeling or implementing patterns on some sort of architecture, or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and drag those into each side. So that's the very basics of the tool here on how to use alphas. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.